to the front of the bumper or the
Okay.
left-hand side of the bumper to snag it
Okay.
off.
So from the end of your driver's door going forward to it pulled off your bumper.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Um, and how many lanes is here when you make your turn? How many lanes?
There is two regular lanes and a right turning lane into the next neighborhood, but
Okay.
it's very brief, like very short.
So you don't. So when you're turning, you're gonna get quickly out of that right turning lane into the main right lane for the street.
If you could restate that, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So when you're turning, you're not going to turn into that right turning lane because that goes to the next street.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to go from your neighborhood out onto the right lane that goes straight.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Brooks?
Um, Ma'am, if you would do me the benefit of pronouncing your last name one more time,
Or Jacko.
or Jacko.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Orjacko, to be clear, the area we're talking about right here behind the courthouse. Is that right?
I'm not sure how.
Brown Road and 54.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Brown Road, it lets out onto 54.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you can either turn right going towards Terra Boulevard, correct? And then is that right? You have to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you turn left, that'll take you towards like Fayette County. Is that right?
Yes, that would take you to Fayette County. Yes, sir.
All right. And so when you entered into that, there's a stop sign right there at the end of Brown Road before you get on to 54. Is that right?
Restate that, please.
There's a stop sign right there at the intersection of Brown Road and 54, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so you came to a complete stop. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And as you came to a complete stop, you made observations of the traffic conditions prior to entering into the roadway, correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you entered into the roadway, or excuse me, prior to entering into the roadway, you made an observation of a vehicle on the road. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that vehicle you observed to be in the left lane.
Yes, sir.
And that would be traditionally what we call the passing lane. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And your intent was to turn right onto the primary traveling lane or into the passing lane?
Would the passing lane be the left-hand side?
Yes, ma'am.
No, sir. I would be turning into the right lane.
The right lane, okay.
Yes, sir.
And when you turn into the right lane, at that point, you advised or you stated that that was the point of collision. Is that right?
Restate.
When you turned into the lane, that's where the point of collision happened. Is that right?
No, sir. Not immediately as I turned into the lane.
Okay, not
A little,
immediately.
yes, sir. Just a little bit right after I turned into the lane, so I was already going straight.
Gotcha. So your testimony is that you were fully in the lane,
Yes.
and your vehicle was not at an angle; it was straight in the lane.
Yes, I maintain being in the lane, the right-hand lane. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And just to clarify your testimony, your prior testimony was that there was no damage to the rear side of your vehicle, correct?
Yes, there was no damage to the rear side of my vehicle. Yes, sir.
And the damage to your vehicle was from the front door from the front driver's door to the bumper. Is that right?
Front. So not the back, sir.
Front bumper, excuse me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the front driver's door to the front bumper. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And and I think you heard the prior testimony of the officer as well. And do you recall observing damage on the other vehicle?
Yes, there was damage on both vehicles. Yes, sir.
Okay. And
But
the damage to on the other vehicle was on the passenger side on the right front side. Is that right?
uh, not right front side. It was near the passenger's mirror, like right below that area.
Okay,
So
near the
not the
mirror. So
bumper.
the near the fender above the
Yes,
tire.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Um, okay. Your driver's side mirror, did it become detached?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And as the vehicles made contact, did they drag one another?
I wouldn't say drag. I was pushed into the uh initially as I was hit, I was pushed into the turning lane. So I went from the right hand side to a little bit into the turning lane, and as the other driver, I'm unsure of his name at the moment, or Mr. Davis, as initially as he hit, he went going forward. That's why I had the question of what his speed was. At the moment, the officer unfortunately could not determine speed because he was not there. And it's also hard for me to tell as well what his speed was, but with the momentum of him hitting me, he still was able to go way farther than I initially was.
Okay. Okay. No additional questions at this time.
Okay. All right. Anything else at this time, Ms. Borjacko?
No, ma'am.
All right. Does the state have any argument to present?
I believe we do, Your Honor. This is a case in which the evidence that's been provided to the court suggests that um, the collision happened as a result of Miss Orjako turning into the roadway. Um, Based on her testimony is that the damage to her vehicle was from the front passenger door to the front bumper. But if she was completely in the lane, going straight, there will be some type of damage on the side of the vehicle, the rear passenger, the rear driver's side door, and potentially the rear fender, if she was completely in the lane. The evidence suggests that her vehicle was at an angle turning, and it seems like when she turned in, based on how it was described, when she turned into the roadway, it first made contact on the bumper, and then she straightened up. At which point, it damage continued along the front passenger door. Um, I think the evidence is clear that the other vehicle, the other driver, was already in the roadway and had the right of way to continue on. There hasn't been any testimony about the other driver attempting to make a lane change, aside from the testimony from Mr. Orjako. But the testimony that was provided by the officer suggests that the driver in the other vehicle was staying in the left lane or attempting to stay in the left lane when at the intersection of Brown, impact was made. As such, and I think the state's argument primarily hinges on the physical evidence that has been advised of where the damage was on both vehicles. Um, Based on that testimony, the state believes that the charge is valid, and we ask the court to find Mr. Orjako guilty.
Okay. So I think the consistency in this case is that both the officer and Ms. Orjaco stated that the damage to her vehicle was from the on the driver's side forward to the bumper, and the bumper was ripped off. The issue that I'm having, and this is the part where reasonable doubt comes in, is it's hard for me to picture um, the collision without understanding where Mr. Davis's car was impacted. And so I know there was damage on the passenger side, but that's the kind of damage you can get if somebody moves into someone's lane at an angle, whether that was Mr. Davis moving into Miss Ojaco's lane, or whether Mr. Ojaco moved into Mr. Davis's lane. That damage coming from the door forward can be not just I just turned in, but you're moving into my lane and the damage is hitting me at the angle in which you move in. And because of that, I have a reasonable doubt in my mind of Miss or Jacko's guilt. So I would have to find her not guilty because I cannot be settled without a reasonable doubt that she failed to yield the right of way. So, Ms. Ojako, you're not guilty of the offense in this case, and you're free to go at this time. But I do advise to be safe, especially when entering the roadway, because generally the individual that is already upon the road and moving in a direct direction, it has the right of way. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Okay, there's been a couple of people who, when I called them, they didn't answer. So let me go back and make sure that Mr. Crum. Thank you, Officer Williams. Mr. Crum. Oh gosh, again. Mr. Crum. Rasad Crum. All right, Miss Bing, you have a couple of pleas. Can we take those? You had Lavender, and then I think you said that you had another plea.
I think it's Sellers and Thompson.
Yeah,
Right?
Lavender, yeah.
All right.
Lavender and
Phyllis
Sellers.
Elaine Sellers. Phyllis Elaine Sellers.
I believe she's in the courtroom.
All right, Miss Sellers, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true? All right, you're gonna have to speak up for me.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Sellers, you're before the court for speeding 16 to 20 over, case 2024 TK 14977. You've spoken with Ms. Bing. Ms. Bing, what is Ms. Sellers' plea to the offense before the court, nolo or guilty?
I believe it's a guilty. And it's $100, but we're reducing it 59 to a 40 and a 45.
Okay, so the speed will be reduced to 59 and a 45, which means that you should not have points for that offense. I'm going to. Did I swear you in? Raise your right hand for me.
Yes, you did.
I did. I thought so. By entering a plea of guilty, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis, please.
Yes, ma'am. On incident date, July 17th, 2024, officers with Clayton County Police Department were doing traffic enforcement in the area of Terra Boulevard and North Main Street. They observed a vehicle traveling at a rate of speed 63 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. Officers initiated a traffic stop, identified the driver name as Phyllis Sellers. This all occurred here in Clayton County. Based on the negotiations, state has elected to reduce her speed down to 59 as she has no driving history and appears to be a good driver.
All right. So, Miss Sellers, the fine is $100. It'll be $151.50 with the surcharges. And did you wish to pay that today, or did you wish to have additional time? All right. So when you go down, when you leave the courtroom, you're going to go down to the second floor. When you come back through the double doors into the hallway, go to your left to the traffic court window. They will get your paperwork. They'll take your money, and then they'll give you your receipt, and you'll be free to go. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for being such a good driver. Every once in a while, it happens.
Yes, you're right. I agree. Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Thompson, Mark Thompson.
Can I release that officer as well, Your Honor?
You may.
That'll be Officer.
Wait, I'm sorry. Mr. Officer Rios has cases, has 4 cases, so some on the 11 o'clock as well.
Oh, okay.
Officer
me?
Falk.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Faulkner for Sellers, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought we were doing Thompson.
No, I'm just moving to Thompson.
I'm
I
so
haven't done it yet.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry.
So, Mr. Thompson, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. So, Mr. Thompson, you're before the court for 2 citations, 2024 TK 14971 for erratic lane change and 2023 24 TK 14972 for stopping on the roadway. Mr. Thompson, what did you, Miss Bing or Mr. Brooks, what did Mr. Thompson agree to plead to these offenses?
I believe he wanted to plead guilty. Or was it Nolo, Mr. Thompson?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember stopping on the roadway.
All right. So is he pleading both offenses?
So we're not processing the second case, right? He's only pleading to erratic lane change. I just don't remember if it was Nolo or if it was guilty.
Nolo.
All right. So Mr.
No.
Thompson, if you are Nolo eligible, that would help you avoid points on your license. Did you wish to enter a Nolo plea?
Yes.
All right. So we'll accept the Nolo plea on case 2024 TK 14971 for erratic lane change. On the stop on the roadway, that case will be no pros. By entering a plea of Nolo, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
I do, Your Honor, but one of those sounds like it was I thought it was a failure to one was I don't see the stopping on the roadway where I got ticketed.
She's no processing that, which means
Okay.
they're not pursuing it. That's dismissed. The stopping on the roadway is dismissed.
All right, Nolo for the
Erratic. Yeah, okay. All right. So what's the recommendation?
It's a $75 fine.
All right. So, Mr. Thompson, I didn't memorize the $75 surcharges. So I know if it's $50, it's $83.25. So it's probably closer to $100 with the $75 fine. With the surcharges, it's going to be closer to $100. Did you wish to pay that today or have additional time?
I can do that today.
All right. When you go down to the second floor, you're going to come back into the double doors, into the hallway. Go to your left. You'll see the traffic court window, and they'll get you set up with your payment. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Just be safe, sir. Thank you. All right. So we have a couple of cases that are still outstanding because we had technical difficulties getting those people on when I called. Rashad Crum. Mr. Crum, I need to see you and hear you. Does anyone see Mr. Crum? There he is. Rashad Crum. All right. Mr. Crum? Okay. Soon Mr. Crum is going to get a failure to appear because I can't get him to appear. All right. The next case is R.L. McGee. Mr. McGee, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The state's ready on R.L. McGee.
Yes, ma'am.
One second.
Officer Malik Clark. Officer Malik Clark, if you would, activate your camera and microphone.
All right. Mr. McGee. All right. I don't see Clark.
He has a khaki
Right here, Your
shirt.
Honor.
There you go. Okay, I just switched screens. All right. All right, raise your right hand for me, sir. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down, state's witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer, if you would, tell us what's your name
Deputy Malik Clark.
and how are you employed?
Say that one more time.
How are you employed?
I employed Deputy Sheriff with Monroe County Sheriff's Office.
Do you say Monroe County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And on July the 17th of 2024, were you employed in the same capacity?
No, at that time I was employed Deputy Sheriff with Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. And how did you serve the Clayton County Sheriff's Department?
I was assigned to the traffic unit, the Blackhawk traffic unit.
And July 17th of 2024, you were working in that capacity as a Black Hawk officer?
Yes, sir.
On that day, do you recall encountering a individual by the name of R.L. McGee?
Yes, sir.
How did that encounter come about?
I was on 285 going eastbound, coming off of Old Dixie, and I observed him in his BMW, who's in the far right lane. And correction, he was in the number one lane, and then he pretty much was kind of like speeding, kind of going through traffic. Paced him at roughly around 90, it was 95 or 96 miles an hour. Initiated a traffic stop, explained to him the reason for the stop, and he said he wasn't going that fast. And I was like, then at that point, I explained to him on our patrol cars, our dash cam automatically activates at 90 miles an hour. So at that time, my dash cam was already activated as I was pacing him as we were going east on 285 before I pulled him over right past Jonesboro Road.
What was the posted speed limit on the interstate?
The speed limit on 285 at that time was 65 miles an hour.
And your testimony is that your dash activated at 90. And you paced them at 96 miles per hour. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, for clarification, explain to the court what pacing is.
So pacing is a form of is a way to measure speed by using your patrol vehicle to pretty much like when you're behind the vehicle, using your patrol vehicle to match the speed that they're going, and so that way you can get the speed that they're at.
Is that a method for speed detection that you've been trained in?
Yes, sir.
And what amount of training had you received in pacing?
I've had speed detection since 2022, and I've been using it since then. And I've been certified with radar and laser.
And to be clear, radar and LiDAR, is pacing a necessary component to get certified in radar and LiDAR, meaning you have to make a estimation of a vehicle speed prior to actually confirming the speed with radar or LiDAR?
Yes, sir.
And how many times do you have to be accurate to actually get certified in radar or lidar as it relates to the pacing or the estimated speed?
I do not remember the exact number, but you do have to be plus or minus 5 miles per hour.
You said plus or minus 5
Yes, sir.
miles per hour. Okay. Now, this was the interstate. What was the roadway conditions?
Roadway was uh, it was daylight, and it was about medium-ish traffic on around about that time.
And you mentioned that the driver, Mr. McGee, was kind of buzzing through traffic. What did you mean by that?
Um, he was accelerating, and I do give him this. He was switching lanes using turn signal.
Okay.
But he was accelerating, and he was kind of going around vehicles and pretty much just kind of trying to cut through traffic, trying to get around the slower vehicles.
Okay. And to be clear, would you, or to clarify your testimony, would you say he was traveling at the pace of traffic or faster than the pace of traffic on the interstate?
Faster than the pace of traffic.
Okay. To be also that intersection, or excuse me, that area of the interstate I-285, is that located here in Clayton County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you initiated a traffic stop and made contact with Mr. McGee, did he make any statements to you?
He said he did not agree with the speed, and at the time he said he was going to refuse to sign the citation. And at that point, then I explained to him what would happen. And fortunately, at that time, another deputy showed up and explained it to him again, the consequence of not signing the citation. And then at that time, he decided to sign the citation.
Okay. Upon making the traffic stop, did you make any observations about his vehicle that caused you to issue another citation?
Yes, his tent was below the 32 plus or minus 3 that is set by the state of Georgia.
Okay.
On
And
his fixed to his driver and passenger windows.
thank you. I was going to ask which windows were you referring to? You said driver and passenger.
Yes, sir.
Oh, was that the front and rear?
Yes, sir. The sides.
Okay. And did you confirm I guess the emissions of light through I don't recall what the device is called, but how did you confirm that it was illegal?
I honestly I do not remember if I used my tent meter or not. But it was visible that it was below the 32% because I could not see as a approaching the vehicle. I could not visibly see inside of the car because of how dark the tent was.
Okay. And you mentioned that this was during daylight hours.
Yes, sir.
And to be clear, legal tent, what can a person, what should a person be able to see if the tent is legal? Would you see the a clear, detailed person, or would you see a silhouette, or what can you see if it was legal?
If it was legal, you should be able to see a pretty detailed description of the person, especially in daytime hours.
Okay. All right. All right. No additional questions at this time.
Right, Mr. McGee, you do not have to give any evidence or testimony. You have a right to remain silent, but you do have the right to ask questions of any officer or witness presented by the state without waiving your right to remain silent. So without giving any perspective from your point of view, you can ask questions of the officer if you choose to.
Yes, ma'am. Officer, can you tell me how you determine my speed again? Was it pacing or LiDAR?
Yes, I was pacing you. LiDAR is only used for when you're stationary.
Okay, so you were pacing me.
Yep, that means I was behind you the whole time.
Okay, and what was the percentage of my tent? My actual percentage of my tent?
Like I said a moment ago, I do not remember using my actual tent meter, but with my knowledge and experience, I know that you were below the actual standard because, like I said, 32 plus or minus 3, you should be able to see directly into a vehicle, especially during daytime hours. And as I approached your vehicle, I could definitely see that your tint was below that because I was looking at my own reflection when I walked up to your car before you rolled the window down.
But you don't know the percentage because you didn't test, correct?
Nope.
Okay. How many citations did you issue me that day?
I believe I issued you 2 from what I seen on the PDF. It was over a year ago, so it's whatever they put on there.
No, it was actually 5.
Okay.
Okay, and you said you were pacing me. How long did you pace me?
I didn't track the mileage of how long I was behind you.
Okay. Outside of that, Your Honor, I do have some evidence that I'd like to present, but I know that's not the time for it.
Okay. All right. So does the state have any additional questions for Mr. Clark? I mean, Deputy Clark.
Deputy Clark, Mr. McGee, question just inquired about the a number of citations that were issued. Do you consider a warning an issued citation, or how does that work? I'm not sure.
No, the warning is just put it on paper that like, hey, like you were given a warning for this, just for your acknowledgement. So when you're going back looking at your citation, be like, okay, he did address this. It's just a warning. So there should be no monetary fine or anything with that.
Okay. All right. No additional questions.
All right. Does the state have any additional witnesses or evidence to present?
No, ma'am. State rest here.
All right. So, Mr. McGee, the state is rested. You have a right to remain silent, guaranteed to you by the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Do you wish to give up your right to remain silent to offer testimony in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down. Has anybody threatened you in any way to make you testify?
No, ma'am.
Have they promised you anything to get you to testify?
No, ma'am.
All right. And are you freely and voluntarily waiving your right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go ahead and tell the court what you need me to know.
Okay, ma'am. I have on my car, it's equipped with a front and rear camera, and at the time they were operational. In his testimony, he stated that I was basically weaving in and out of traffic. So if I can I share my screen?
Any objection from the state?
No objection.
All right. You may.
Okay, give me a second to get here. Entire screen. Okay, give me a minute, Your Honor. It's giving me a bunch of let's go with entire screen. One second, Your Honor. I apologize. I'm not too familiar with doing this online. Open system settings.
To expedite the court's calendar, Your Honor, may I inquire of Mr. McGee if the intent of the vehicle is to show that he was not weaving? Because that is not a charge.
No, the intent is to show that the testimony that he gave is inaccurate, and there's a bunch of inconsistencies what he's done, and to actually show what actually happened.
So just to clear this up, if he's trying to say that
Deputy Clark, hold on, Deputy Clark, hold on.
Hold on, Deputy Clark.
oh, okay.
All right. So, sir, had you tried this out before, or do you know that this will work?
Do I know if what'll work? Share my
Yeah.
no, I haven't tried to share my screen thing. I have looked at the video though. Hold on.
How we doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm working on it, Your Honor. Working on it. Give me one quick second. Man, Your Honor is asking me to restart my Chrome in order to get this to work.
Sorry, it just might not work. I
Um,
always hope that people will do a dry run when they're working with unfamiliar technology.
Yeah, well, it's not unfamiliar. The only thing that's unfamiliar is the streaming, the doing it on Zoom. I've never done it on Zoom.
That is unfamiliar technology, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Let me try this. Not working.
All right, sir, we're gonna have to move on. I have a couple other cases and I'm well into the 11 o'clock. I passed the 11 o'clock hour. I still got to
Is there
11.
any way I can do a later date?
No,
I can.
sir. Today's the day.
Okay. Um, yes, ma'am. Well, I have video. I can't show it right now, but I have video showing that I was on cruise. I was traveling on cruise, and the officer he came behind me. I got over my right lane, and he proceeded to pass me. And as he passed me, the car that was in front of him, they moved over into my lane. And I was on cruise, and I didn't want to take it off cruise, so I went to the right lane and went around them. And once I went around them, that's when he came in and he pulled me over. Um, Once he pulled me over, he made a couple of statements. He stated that uh, he had to do 96 to catch me. And lo and behold, that's what he wrote me for. So if I'm doing 96 and he's doing 96, there's no way he would have caught me. Um, he would have caught up to me. Um, the video would show all that, but I can't bring it up. I can't bring up the video. But he also testified that I was weaving in and out of traffic. That's absolutely not true. And if you give me an opportunity to do it at a later date, I could show you that I was traveling.
Okay, so sir, as the solicitor said, you're not being charged with weaving, you're being charged with speeding. And so the whether you're weaving in and out is really inconsequential to the court. Essentially, the officer said he had to speed to catch up to you. And so if he's catching up to you and you're going 95, 96 miles per hour, then that constitutes speeding if the posted speed limit is 65.
Okay, could you say that again, ma'am?
I said if he had to speed to catch up to you and he was going over 65 miles per hour, then you were speeding.
Well, he's saying that I was speeding at
Oh,
90.
1 second, Mr. McGee. Mr. Crum, your name has been called several times. I've waited for you, and then I've moved on at least 3 times to other cases. So every time I've called you, you have not been available. Yes, your name has been called several times, sir. All right. So yeah, Mr. McGee, are you ready? Is there anything else at this point? Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for Mr. McGee?
Mr. McGee, you advised that your vehicle was on cruise control. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you would agree that your cruise control speed was not at 65 miles per hour, correct?
My cruise control was with the flow of traffic, and it was at 73.
Okay. And you agree that's higher than 65, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. No additional questions.
All right. All right. Does the state have argument?
The state does not, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. McGee, did you have argument that you wish to make to the court based on the testimony that's been presented?
Yes, Your Honor. Like I said, I was speeding, but my cruise was locked in at 73, not the 96 that he's saying that I was traveling at.
All right. All right. Does the Mr. McGee, I'm gonna find you guilty of the offense of speeding, not guilty of the offense of tinting violation. Mr. Brooks, do you have a recommendation for the speeding offense?
Your Honor, given that the testified speed was 96 and a 65, but it was confirmed by pacing, the state will suggest to the court a recommendation of $100 fine, which is counter to what we generally recommend, which is a $500 fine.
All right. So, Mr. McGee, the fine is $100. It'll be $151.50 with the surcharges. And I'm going to give you 30 days in which to pay. Unless you need more, I can give you up to 60 days. And I just need your email address to be sent to Ms. Wright.
Okay, Your Honor. And are the points going to be for 30 miles an hour over? Or is it going to be for something less?
Mr. Brooks? Because
the state has no objection to over 65.
Yeah, we'll do 70. We'll do 71 or 72. I'm sorry, 72 and a 65. That's fine.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. All right. So, sir, did you wish to send your email address to Ms. Wright so that you can get your sentencing information?
Yes, ma'am. How do I do that?
All right. Activate your screen. You should see a blue box with 3 white dots. Or if you see chat, if you see the chat function on your screen, click on that. When you see new chat, click on that. Pull down menu should come down. The first name at the top should be Amanda Wright, R-Y-T-E. Click on her name. When the box opens up, put your email address in there and send it. Okay. And put your first and last name too. All right, the next case is going to be Dakota Rither. Ladies and gentlemen who are here on the 11 o'clock calendar, I understand that it's long. We've had a lot of people choose to go to trial as opposed to a plea or a dismissal. So it takes the time it takes. Just be patient and we will get to you as quickly as we can.
Officer Vanderpool, if you would activate your camera and microphone.
All right, Mr. McGee, once you have sent that to Ms. Wright, you'll be free to go. Please be safe.
Okay. Be blessed, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Crum, thank you. You're finally back because I've called you like 4 times and we've moved on 4 times from you. So, in a moment, we'll do your trial.
Oh, Your Honor, that, Mr. Crum, I believe it's the same officer, Deputy Clark, and I believe, Deputy Clark, are you there? Malik Clark. He was actually on a shooting range at the time.
Okay, can we get him back? Because if that's Mr. Crumb's officer, we need to go ahead and do that. 'Cause I
It is,
called
man.
Mr. Crumb like 4 times.
Deputy Clark, Malik Clark. Chief Henderson, if you could try to make contact with Deputy Clark one more time.
All right.
See if we can get him for Mr. Crum.
All right. So Mr. Rither,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, he's coming back on. All right. So Mr. Rither, you're before the court on Mr. McGee. All right. So you're before the court for 2024 TK 14953, too fast for conditions. 2024 TK 14954, seatbelt violation. 2024 TK 14955, erratic lane change. 2024 TK 14957, passing on the shoulder. All right. Officer Vanderpool, activate your video for me, please.
Hey, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm asking you to start your video and to unmute Officer Vanderpool.
I'm here, Your Honor. Are you hear me?
I hear you. I can't see you. I see an R Vanderpool. Are you on twice?
His video is active, yeah.
Yeah,
he does have two videos look like.
yeah, I think I had the other one up. Y'all only need one, really, I promise.
Well, I didn't want to burn out my phone waiting, and
Oh,
so I'm using
okay.
my computer, and my computer doesn't have a video.
I got you. All right. So raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So, Mr. Rither, the state is going to present their case. You do not have to present any evidence or testimony. You have a right to remain silent. If after the state has presented their case, you wish to testify, we'll talk about that and go through the information we need to talk about. But you do have the right to question any witness brought by the state. Okay. All right, Mr. Brooks.
Thank you. Your Honor, forgive me. I believe the court did swear in Officer Vanderpool, correct?
I did, yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Officer, please state your name for the record.
Richard Vanderpool.
And how are you employed?
With the Clayton County Police.
And what division, unit, or task force are you assigned to?
Right now, I'm with the evidence unit and STAR team unit.
Back in July of 2024, to be specific, July 17th of 2024, what unit were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the uniform division and also attached to the traffic unit.
Okay. And on that date, do you recall encountering an individual named Dakota Rither?
Yes.
Was that in the area of I-285 westbound and Old Dixie Road?
Yes, sir.
Is that located here in Clayton County?
Yes, sir.
Were you doing traffic enforcement in the area, or were you responding to a call?
I was just driving in the same direction the offender was driving in.
And what did you observe that caused you to initiate a traffic stop and encounter Mr. Rither?
I observed him driving excessively over the speed limit, which is
What was supposed
65
to
miles
speed?
an hour on 285. He was driving excessively, weaving in and out of lanes from lane 4 to lane 2 to back to lane 3. And that's so he was going on for several miles down the roadway.
Now, when you say excessively, did you make an estimation of the speed that he was traveling?
I was pacing him on lane 1, approximately over 85 miles an hour.
Okay, over 85 miles per hour. And when you say he was going around traffic, did he indicate by way of a turn signal or
No,
that he's switching lanes?
no, sir. All he did was kept switching lanes and weaving in and out of the traffic. And
And it,
at one point, he overtook vehicles on the right shoulder.
off the roadway?
Yes, sir.
And that's now, and by off the roadway, I mean beyond the solid white line that indicates the end of the road.
Correct.
Okay. Um, how roughly, what were the road conditions? Was it heavy traffic, light traffic, moderate traffic?
Medium to heavy. It had some good volume on the roadway.
Okay. And when did you initiate a traffic stop?
Eventually, when it just seemed like he wasn't stopping, from doing all the weaving, I just said, okay, I'm gonna initiate the traffic stop, and that's when I encountered the gentleman.
And when you made contact with the driver, did you identify him as Dakota Wither?
Yes, yes, sir.
And did you make any observations about him as you observed him inside of the vehicle?
Yes, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt at the time I pulled up to him.
When you encountered him and executed the stop, did he make any statements to you?
I don't recall the exact statements, but he wasn't too concerned that he was pulled over, from what I could recall.
To the best of your recollection, did he indicate that it was any type of emergency or en route to some type of responding to an emergency situation, or was there any justification that he offered?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. No additional questions at this time.
All right, Mr. Rither, did you have any questions of Officer Vanderpool?
Yes, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Vanderpool, I just want to ask, you said that the traffic was heavy that day?
Medium to heavy.
Okay. What would you say was the condition of the weather at the time?
I believe it's on the citation. I will have to look back at it. I believe it was dry.
Okay. So what made me drive too fast for the conditions was the traffic.
Sir, Mr. Ritter, you're not charged with too fast for conditions.
He is, right?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, that was the first one. I thought that was, go ahead, yeah. No, I was focused on the
last three.
erratic lane, yeah, passing on the shoulder. Go ahead. I forgot he had 4. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
I forgot the question I asked. I think he was in the process of answering it.
You said what made him charge you with too fast for conditions?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Being that the volume of traffic that was on the roadway, and you consistently weaving in and out of the traffic, obviously you was going too fast for the conditions that was going on, that was present on the roadway at the time of this stop.
Understandable. And you said that I did not have my blinkers on when I was quote weaving in traffic?
No, sir.
Okay. So yeah, Judge, I don't really agree with all
Sir,
of the
there's a
things he's
statement.
saying.
Remember, I told you we're not making statements until such time as we determine whether you are going to waive your right to remain silent.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have any more questions.
All right. Did the state have additional questions for Officer Vanderpool?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right. Any additional witnesses or testimony from the state?
No, ma'am. Stay at rest, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so sir, the state has rested. Did you wish to present evidence and testimony at this time, Mr. Rither?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. So you're before this court for 4 citations. Did you wish to waive your right to remain silent and offer testimony in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that nobody can force you to testify?
Yes.
Nobody can promise you anything to get you to testify.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and are you freely and voluntarily waiving your right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what happened?
So I was traveling 285 westbound, and the traffic at the time, it was clear conditions. The traffic was definitely moderate, especially for Atlanta traffic. I would almost say that it was clear. It was definitely cars on the road, but it was like no impeding of traffic. It was pretty clear. I definitely, like as I was traveling, I definitely was switching lanes, but every lane that I switched, I did have a blinker on. I'm not exactly familiar with Atlanta traffic. I'm a Florida resident, and I didn't really know exactly where I was going. I was missing highways. Missing exits. Um, Eventually, the officer did pull me over. As he pulled me over, I immediately stopped. I told him once he approached my window, when he told me that I was charged with the seatbelt violation, that I took my seatbelt off in reference to trying to find my ID, because I didn't have my ID present at the time, but I was looking for it when he came to the vehicle. So I told him that I definitely did have my seatbelt on, and I'm pretty much saying that I was not making erratic lane switches. I had my blinker on every time, and the conditions were very clear. But they're doing the additional work free.
Okay, so is there anything else you wish to tell the court?
No, ma'am.
So
Not
let me
currently.
ask you this. So you said you were not familiar with the traffic here in Georgia, and that you were missing exits. If you
Yes,
were
ma'am.
missing exits, why were you switching lanes instead of just staying in the right lane?
Because I didn't know how long. Sometimes like when you got to get off, it takes a little. You don't get off on the immediate next exit.
Right. Well, I'm
So I
just
didn't
trying
know
to
how much
understand.
longer. I'm sorry.
Like if I'm trying to understand, you said the traffic was moderate, it was
Right.
flowing,
Right.
so you were trying to find a particular exit from the expressway. Why
Right.
would you continue to go in and out of traffic as opposed to staying in a lane that would put you adjacent to an exit?
Once I missed the exit, I got in my left furthest lane.
Okay. Any questions from the state?
Yes. Mr. Withers, your testimony is that you were missing, Mr. Withers, you're testifying, so please put the cup down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Thanks, sir. All right. Although this is a virtual courtroom, let's treat it like a courtroom, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So your testimony is that you missed a couple of exits.
Right.
Okay.
Previously.
And you missed those exits because you were unfamiliar with Atlanta roadways.
Highways, yes, sir. Like
Highway.
following the GPS system.
Okay. And
I'm not knowing where I'm going from, I guess, my mental.
and being unfamiliar with the location and where you're going,
Right.
you would agree that generally people want to slow down and travel in a way that they can catch the exit, not knowing where it's coming or where it's
Yeah,
going
I
to
would
come up.
agree on that, definitely.
You would also agree that traveling outside of the lanes of travel, meaning going onto the shoulder to go around traffic, is not normal driving.
I
You would,
never agreed that that was what I did. I didn't agree to that. But I would agree that you shouldn't do that.
you would agree that you don't drive in the shoulder way unless there's
Yes.
some type of emergency.
Yes, sir,
That
I agree.
you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
I don't recall doing that. That's why I didn't state that in my original statement.
Okay. All right. Now you mentioned that that it was clear. By clear, do you mean the weather?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you would agree that the road conditions, that there was traffic on the road. You had to go around traffic.
No, I didn't ultimately have to go around traffic because the cars, it was flowing.
Now you just said that you had every time you went around somebody, you had to use your blinkers, or you did use your blinkers.
Yeah, I did use my blinkers.
So it was traffic on the roadway.
No, I just used my blinkers because I'm switching lanes.
Okay. To be clear with my question,
Okay, I'm sorry.
you were switching lanes
Right.
to go around the car.
I didn't say that. I said I was switching lanes.
Why was it necessary to switch lanes unless
It
you were going
wasn't.
around the car?
It wasn't necessary.
Okay. No
I
further
had
questions.
just at the time got a newer car. I was just driving the car. It's not really necessary. I was kind of a new time driver.
Okay. No further questions.
What kind of car was it, Mr. Rivers?
It was a Mercedes.
Okay. All right. Anything else at this time?
Nothing
No,
further.
ma'am.
All right. Argument from the state?
State will reserve, Your Honor.
Okay. Any argument from on your behalf, Mr. Rither?
No, I don't have any arguments.
Okay. All right. So at this time, the court, even though I do acknowledge that traffic can be a condition for which too fast for conditions is the appropriate charge, in this case, I'll find Mr. Rither not guilty of the offense of too fast for condition and seatbelt violation, but guilty of erratic lane change and passing on the shoulder. Mr. Rither, Mr. Brooks, what is the recommendation for those charges?
Your Honor, I apologize to the court, but Mr. Rither being a Florida resident, Georgia does not have reciprocity with Florida's DDS system. And
Okay.
so I have an acknowledgement that he is a Florida driver, but I don't have his complete history.
Okay.
With that understanding, the state's recommendation is simply $100 fine on each charge.
All right. So, Mr. Rither, $100 fine for each charge. Each of those charges, the total would be $151.50. So you're looking at just over $300, $302, I think it is, or 303, 302, $303. I give people 30 days to pay when they are not at the courthouse. I can give you 60 days to pay. So let me know which you would prefer.
The payment can be sent in 30 days.
Right.
I think that's enough time.
All right. So the last thing I need you to do is go to your chat function, go to new chat, pull down menu. You're looking for Miss Amanda Wright.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off.
No
What
problem.
do I do?
Go to your chat function. Do you see the chat function?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see the chat.
Okay. You're going to click on new chat.
Okay.
You're looking for Amanda Wright in the list that comes down.
Okay.
Click on Amanda Wright. When the box opens, put your first and last name and your email address.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Once you do that, you'll be free to go. All right. And the last case on this calendar is Rashad Kenneth Crum. All right.
And Your Honor, that's
All
my
right.
only case. Am I good to go?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I mean, I'm sorry. That's up to Mr. Brooks, but from my perspective, yes, sir.
Officer available. If you don't have anything on the 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock calendars, then you are free to go.
Sir, thank you very much. Appreciate
Yes.
it.
All right. All right, Mr. Crum.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, okay. Stay ready on Crum.
Yes, ma'am. Deputy Clark, if you would activate your camera and microphone.
Sorry. Go. All right, sir, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Crum, I can swear you in, but at this point, we haven't determined whether you'll testify. All right, so you understand that you have a right to remain silent. The state has the burden of proving the case against you. They will present their case first. You have the right to ask questions of any witness that they present. Please don't make any statements from your perspective. Only ask questions to the officer about their testimony for the event. Okay. All right. Mr. Brooks, you may begin.
Yes, ma'am. Deputy Clark, please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm testimony about giving the matter now pending before the court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You're employed with the Monroe County Sheriff's Department.
Yes, sir.
But last year, July 19th, 2024, you were employed with the Clayton County Sheriff's Department.
Yes, sir.
On that day, July 19th, 2024, did you encounter Rashard Crum for a failure to have his headlights on?
Yes, sir.
What time of day was that?
This was, if I'm not mistaken, it was towards the evening time, and it was intermittent, like raining, like off and on. And we were traveling on 75 North, coming just past Jonesboro Road through the city of Morrow when I observed, I believe he was in a number 2 lane, and I came up past him, noticed he didn't have his headlights on, and then I slowed down and then initiated a traffic stop from there.
And just to familiarize the court and myself with the rules of the road as it relates to headlights. Is it a rule of the road that you have your headlights on in inclement weather, or is it based on the lighting conditions of the roadway?
It's based on lighting conditions and intermittent weather.
Okay.
Or weather conditions.
When you initiated the stop on the vehicle, did you speak to Mr. Crum?
Yes.
And did he advise you? What did he advise you?
Honestly, I do not remember the conversation entirely. I know he did kind of have a hard time grasping the concept of having the headlights on. His argument, he kept saying that he was still able to see, so he didn't understand why he had to have his headlights on. So I had to explain to him, I was like, yes, you can see, but it's still a rule of the road that you have to have your headlights on when it's raining or in time of darkness.
Okay. All right. That area of Interstate 75, is that located here in Clayton County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No additional questions at this time.
All right. Mr. Crum, did you have any questions for this officer regarding the charges and his testimony?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right. Does the state have any other additional testimony or evidence to present?
State is not, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Crum, you have a right to remain silent. You do not have to give any testimony or evidence. State has the burden. Did you wish to present evidence and testimony?
Yes.
All right. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do.
All right. Did anybody threaten you? And you can put your hand down. Did anybody threaten you in any way to make you testify?
No, ma'am.
All right. And did anybody promise you anything to get you to testify?
No, ma'am.
And you freely and voluntarily giving up your right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go ahead. Tell me what's going on.
You said something about my headlights. I was like, they already on, and I have automatic headlights. And then I didn't come to find, yeah, once he came to my car and showed me that my headlights was off. Turns out they were on, they were just faulty. I didn't know at the time until I took my car to a mechanic, because I know it's like the next couple of days that my lights early in the morning when I was going to work, it was not on because they're automatic. I had them set on automatic.
So you're saying that your headlights are set to come on automatically,
yes,
but there was a problem with them mechanically.
Yes, and I didn't know, I wasn't aware at the time. So he was like, "Why they're not on?" I'm like, "They normally should be on."
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Your Honor, I think we might be able to resolve this up without the court having to make a determination.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Brooks.
Mr. Crum, would you be interested in doing $100 suspended fine?
Oh,
Suspended
$100
fine means
suspended fine.
you don't have to pay.
yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So the court, it's not a moving violation. So no, it's my understanding that it doesn't attach points, but clarify that for me, Mr. Brooks.
It doesn't, Your Honor.
All right. So the court will find you guilty of the offense. It's $100 fine. That fine is suspended. The only reason is, Mr. Crum, you're responsible for the operation of your vehicle. And if it's not operating properly, whether you know it or not, at the time that you're stopped, you're still responsible for it. But the fine is $100 suspended. So you're free to go at this time, sir.
Okay. Do I have, how many days do I have to,
You don't have to pay anything. The fine is suspended.
All right, thank you. So,
Take care.
All right.
Yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
All right.
All right, so that concludes the first calendar. Second calendar, I'm calling it now. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity, if you wish, to speak with the state. If their officers are present, you have the opportunity to speak with the state to see if you wish to enter a plea in this case. Otherwise, we will take the trials as they come. And I know it is turning into a bit of a long day, longer than some of you anticipated, but it is what it is. So thank you for your patience. All right. The next, yes.
With your permission, may I be excused? The state will be present, but I just need to step away just for a moment, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thank you.
All right. So the next calendar, first case on the calendar is Michael Bentley. That case is closed. Michael T. Bentley, anybody on that case, you're free to go at this time unless you have something else on this calendar. Ashley Louise Boston. Ashley Louise Boston. Ms. Boston has already paid, so she may be here just seeking to change to a NOLO or maybe possibly a trial, but usually if somebody's already paid, they're usually wanting to change their plea. Ashley Boston. All right. All right, so Ms. Boston did not appear, but that's fine because she's already paid. That case is closed. Next is Jerome J. Bryant.
Yes, Your Honor. He's here in the court today.
All right.
We've worked out a plea.
All right, Mr. Bryant, come on up. Good afternoon, sir. Raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. So, sir, you're before the court for stop or yield sign violation 2024 TK 17749. Sir, did you wish to enter a plea of NOLO or guilty?
NOLO.
All right. By doing so, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Bing, factual basis and recommendation, please.
On August 16th of last year, 2024, officers observed Mr. Bryant failing to stop for a stop sign. The state's recommending a $100 fine that's suspended.
Okay. All right, sir. The fine is $100 suspended. You're free to go at this time. Thank you, and please be safe.
Man, you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am on the second of 3 calendars. So we completed the first calendar. There are 2 more calendars. I've already called. I'm dealing with the second one now, and I have 1 more calendar. So if you have not heard your name called, it is not because I've skipped you. I'm going down, I'm highlighting the cases so I know I have completed each case on each calendar. So you may be on a calendar that I'm working on now or one that I'm going to call. Please be patient. Thank you. Um, all right. So the next case on the calendar is Jamel Burmeister, Jamel Sharif Burmester, Jamel Burmester. Jamel Burmester. I'm looking at the screen. I don't see that name on the screen. Sometimes people have difficulty switching, but last call for Jamel Burmester, Burmester. Failure to appear will be granted. All right. The next case is Andrea LaShawn Crawford, stopper yield time violation. Ms.
Yeah.
Crawford? All
Yes.
right. It's my understanding that Officer Rios is present.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
yes, he should be.
Okay. So, ma'am, did you wish to go to trial or did you wish to address a plea or talk about a plea with Ms. Bing?
Go to trial.
Okay. All right. DeAndrea Crossland.
Yes, that's going to be a plea. He was detained on a bench warrant. That bench warrant is being set aside.
It's not mine, is it?
No, it's from Garrett.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so we're working that out. But I did get a chance to talk to him. He is going to be pleading today.
All right. So as soon as he comes back from his chat with Judge Garrett, then he can come up. All right. Four-drawer, quadro, four-drawer. Quadro, four-drawer. Last call for four-drawer. Fordjour. All right. Failure to appear. Patrick Lamar Ham.
Yes, we did work out a plea today. He's here in the courtroom.
All right. Robert Stephen Jaraz. Robert Stephen Jaraz, Jaracz. Last call for Robert Stephen Jaraz. Failure to appear. Broderick Marquence Lyles. Broderick Lyles.
I'm here.
All right. Is the state ready? This is Officer Mosby. State ready?
Oh,
I'm here.
Okay. So, Mr. Lyles, you can have a trial or you can talk to Ms. Bing about a plea. Which would you prefer?
Trial.
All right. All right. Thaddeus McCullough.
Yes, he's here today. We did pre-conference and I believe it's going to be a plea today. Also, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Mr. Ham, we've decided, because he conferenced, we decided to dismiss that charge.
All right. So Mr. Ham's case will be no pros. You're free to go at this time, sir. Thank you. You're free to go. Anyone associated with the Ham case, you're free to go unless you have other cases on the calendar. All right. Next is McCullough is a plea. Candace Nicole McKinney. Candace Nicole McKinney. Last call for Candace Nicole McKinney. Failure to appear. Ms. McKinney has 2 cases, failure to appear. All right. Keyanda Perkins. Keyanda Ann Perkins. Keyanda Ann Perkins. Last call for Keyanda Ann Perkins. Failure to appear.
Honor, we can all process that. It's fine.
Okay. That the only charge. She has distracted driving
Yeah,
and
we'll not process that.
okay, thank you. So that case will be no prost. Thank you. All right. Kadeskala Sistrunk. Kadeskala Sistrunk. Last name Sistrunk. 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 Last call for Sistrunk. All right. Failure to appear. Next case is LaRon Edward Spencer. LaRon Edward Spencer.
I'm here.
All right, Mr. Spencer. Do you wish to have a trial or do you wish to entertain a plea offer from the state?
We can do a trial, Your Honor.
All right. DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas. Last call for DeAndre Thomas. Failure to appear. All right. Kamiko Chantel Walker.
Yes, she's here in the courtroom. We did work out a plea.
All right. Courtney Yvette Warner.
That we decided to no process that.
All right, that case will be no pros. Ms. Warner, you're free to go at this time. Courtney Yvette Warner, free to go at this time.
All right, Ms. Walker was a no process as well. She
Okay, Walker, Kimiko Walker, no pros. You're free to go at this time. Right. Rodney Benjamin White. Rodney Benjamin White.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. White, do you wish to have a trial or do you wish to entertain a plea? Is the state ready on White? This is Officer Harrison, Malik Harrison.
Let me see if he's on. And I'll have to go back to my device to see if my investigator has a note for me. If we could just hold on that, would be great.
All right, I don't see Harrison. Hold on just a second, Mr. White. Joe Lewis Wright. Joe Lewis Wright Jr. Okay, I'm looking on the screen. I don't see Mr. Wright, Joe Lewis Wright Jr. Failure to appear. All right, so
you want to?
Yes.
I might just make a quick thing. These are really simple cases. I know a lot of the defendants that are present have said that they want to go to trial. I just want to let them know that a conference with me does not mean that they don't go to trial. It may mean that their case is dismissed, as I have the power to do that. So if they wanted to conference, they're not obligated to take any offers from me. I just wanted them to know that. Just so that we can, just in that matter of, in the interest of efficiency.
Right. So while they are digesting that information, let's call up Ms. McCullough or Mr. McCullough, Thaddeus McCullough.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Spencer.
So she said that it doesn't mean that if we don't like the plea offer, we could still go on a trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wouldn't mind talking to her.
Okay, just give me a
We can
moment.
make things go faster.
Okay, let me go ahead and get these pleas, and when Mr. Brooks comes back, that'll kind of free us up to get her into a breakout room with you. All right. Mr. McCullough, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. So you're before the court on Thaddeus McCullough, 2024 CR, I'm sorry, TK 17813 for failure to yield the right of way. Miss Bing, what is the agreed upon plea? Nolo or guilty?
Yes, it was Nolo.
All right. By entering a plea of nolo, sir, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis recommendation, please.
On August 17th, 2024, officers observed the defendant failing to yield the right of way while turning left. The state was recommending $100 fine, which he says he can pay today.
All right, you said $100 fine and he can pay it today.
Yeah.
So Mr. McCullough, that's $151.50. If you head down to the second floor to the traffic court window, they'll go ahead and take your payment and make sure that you get a receipt, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, and be safe, sir. You can head on down there right now. Just don't leave the building without going to the second floor. There's a correction on the calendar. Burmester has gotten a reset, so that case will be reset. No failure to appear. That case will be reset. Thank you, Ms. Val. All right, so let's see. All right, Mr. Spencer wanted to speak with I'm sorry, is Ms. Bing, you're going back to your computer because I need to know if the state is ready on Rodney White, if that officer is present, and also I'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Spencer.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I will be right back.
Okay. All right, everybody, just hold on for a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate, business is done with first and last names. So if it says iPhone where you are on the screen, that is not going to help me. Millions of people have iPhones, and on any given day, 30 people on the calendar have iPhones. So if everybody said iPhone as their screen name, I would not have the ability to get through this calendar. So please rename yourself. If you want to activate the screen next to your picture or where you see the designation, you should see a blue box that's with three white dots. Click on that. You'll see a pull down menu, and you'll see rename near the bottom of the pull down menu. Please rename yourself. When the box opens, put your first and last name in the screen. Okay. All right, Ms. Bing, are you ready to have a breakout room with Mr. Spencer?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Mr. Spencer, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Bing. Once you all have had the opportunity to speak, then we'll come back with the announcement of whether you're going to trial or whether you are going to accept the plea offer made by the state. All right. So Mr. Spencer and Ms. Bing are in breakout room number one. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have one solicitor at the current time, but I think Mr. Brooks is coming back. Ms. Bing will be very quick with her negotiations. And so then we'll be back on track. Thank you. Everybody take a stretch because those of us who are here working for the court have been either sitting or standing since right before 10 a.m. So we'll take a little stretch break.
Your Honor, if I may, I stepped away from my desk for a second. Apparently there was a question for an officer for me.
Yes. Officer on the white case, Officer Harrison, I believe, Malik Harrison.
Is that on the 11 o'clock calendar, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, let me check and get back to you. I don't have a Harrison on my 11 o'clock calendar.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Man, shit.
Okay, iPhone user, you're not muted, which means everybody has heard you cuss online. I would really appreciate before I have to remove you from the courtroom, and block you from coming back in, that you will, one, mute your device, and two, change your name to your first and last name. Okay?
Sorry about that.
Your Honor.
Yes.
It's Officer Rollins with the Clayton County Police Department. I have a grand jury at 1:30. I was on a 10 and 11 o'clock calendar.
All
I
right, let
didn't
me check
see.
your cases, Mr. Rollins, since Ms. Bing is in a conference, but Ms. Investigator Henderson is here. So let's see. I'm looking for cases that have you as a witness. Okay. All right, there's an FTA on the Jerez case, and yeah, I don't see you on any other case. Did you have anything other than Jerez on 11?
No, my 10 was,
No, we got your 10s taken care of. Don't worry about those. The 11 o'clock.
yeah, I only had one
All
citation.
right. That person has failed to appear. You're free to go at this time per my instructions. I'm fine with it.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Take care, sir.
And you are on the White case,
Yes.
Rodney White. Yes, Officer Harrison is going to be logging on.
Okay. All right. All right, so I'm gonna call the 1 o'clock calendar just because it's really easy. We seem to have gotten rid of a lot of cases on the 1 p.m. calendar. So first case on the calendar is Jacqueline Becerra Nunez. I see she is on.
Yes, here, Your Honor.
All right, so is Darnell, Officer Darnell Brown present for that calendar?
Your Honor, Officer Darnell Brown had a training conflict.
All right. Trading conflict. All right. So I'm just waiting for Miss Bing to come back on, Miss Becerra, so we can deal with with your cases. She'll be back on as soon as she's finished with her conference. Joey Cameron, that case has been closed to accused. Sade Chisholm, that case is closed. That will be accused. She has 1, 2, 3 cases. Stanley Davis, that case is closed and will be accused. Michael Israel, that case is closed and will be accused. Zachary James Jennings, that case is closed and will be accused. The next case is Martesta McGrone. Martesta McGrone. Martesta McGrone. Ms. McGrone has already paid. This may have been just an attempt to change the plea to a NOLO, but Martesta McGrone. All right, so that case is done, and any officer on that case is free to go if they don't have anything else. So, Aaron, yes?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You said Sergeant Edwards for the McGrone case is free to go?
Yes.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right, the next case is Aaron Meads. That case is closed and will be accused. Maria Mendonca Silva. That case will be accused, and so it's closed on this calendar. Sheikha Nias, that case is closed and will be accused. Larry Allen Oler, that case is closed and will be accused. Erica Nicole Parker, that case is closed and will be accused. Quinn Nardrick Leonte Reed, that case is closed and will be accused. Meyer Ricardo Perez, that case is closed and will be accused. Darian Douglas Shaw, that case is closed and will be accused. Katie Rochelle Smith, that case is closed and will be accused. Tamara Janine Terrell, that case is closed and will be accused. Brian Van Trong, that case is closed and will be accused. That's 2 cases. And then the last case on the calendar is Kevin Demetrius Woods. That case has already been paid.
That's me right here.
All
On
right.
the iPhone. I've been trying to figure it out, but this is my first time using this, so I had a slight idea how to do it.
All right.
Put my
So,
name.
Mr. Woods, you've already
Yes.
paid. Now you have the option, if you wish, to change your guilty plea, which is automatic when you pay, to a no pros if you wanted to do that.
I know who?
Okay, so let me turn your video on for me.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, to a NOLO. I'm
Ask you
sorry,
to
I said no
start
pros, but it should be a
video.
NOLO.
Okay.
All right, so
Yes.
Mr. Wood, so when you pay online, it's automatically a guilty. But if you wish to enter a plea of NOLO, I'll change it. That's no problem. You've already
What's
paid.
Lolo?
I'm going to explain it to you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
NOLO is no contest. And it means that you understand that the state has evidence that they could use against you. You're not admitting guilt, but you're not contesting the evidence. Usually a NOLO, now I don't know about CDLs. I don't know what the rules are for CDLs. This is what it works for with regular class driver's license. If you have a NOLO plea and you have not used that plea within the last 5 years, then you will not get points on your license. Also, for the purposes of insurance, if you enter a NOLO plea versus a guilty plea, it tends to help with respect to your insurance rates. But you only get to use it once every 5 years for the same offense. So if you wish to change your plea to an improper lane change, I would do that. And I would just, you paid a fines and fees of $186. I would reduce it to $100 fine, and that would be $150, so you would even get some money back.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just trying to reduce that moving violation. I wanted to, change it to a non-moving violation.
Yeah, so it's not masking it because I'm not changing the charge. But if you wanted to change your plea to a NOLO, then that should help you avoid points. I can't change the charge because that's an offense called masking, and we would get in trouble for that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I try to. I do the low.
No, the NOLO. Okay,
Low.
so Mr. Woods on case 2024 TK 10490. That's going to be a NOLO plea. The fine is going to be $100, and he'll get return of anything over the fines and fees. So, sir, that's $151.50. You've already paid $186.44. So you'll be due the difference.
Okay. All right.
All right, you're good to go then.
Thank you. All right. Have a good one.
You too, sir, and be safe on that road. I keep telling people all the time to stop challenging you trucks to who can get in front and who can change lanes because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I know. All right,
Yeah.
take care, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
For the case where there was an officer conflict, I believe it may be the first one. Do we have a reset date?
Which case was that?
I believe.
Which calendar? I'm sorry.
1 p.m. calendar.
But Miss Becerra?
Yes.
Oh, I do not have a reset date for Miss Becerra. So he is in training?
Yes.
When did we know that, Miss Arnold?
I don't know when we knew that. I could double check for you.
Okay, what I want to do first is give Miss Becerra the opportunity, because I can reset the case. But if she wants to talk to Miss Bing and reach a solution through a plea, that's fine too. Because she may want to do that. I do want to give her that opportunity. Otherwise, I'm good with moving it. Okay.
And the reset date would be in January.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Judge, did you get I sent you a message letting you know that Mr. Burnmeister was reset to 12-8.
Yeah, I made that announcement.
Okay, cool.
All right. So there's a gentleman in the courtroom. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Hello, Your Honor. Attorney Brandon Klein. I'm here on behalf of Zachary Jennings.
So, Mr. Klein, all of your cases and all of the cases except for Miss Becerra have been dismissed and are going to be accused. So you and Mr. Ruff and every other attorney case is going to be accused.
Okay. Okay.
I apologize that you didn't have that information prior to coming to court.
Okay. All right, not a problem.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Judge. I guess we'll just
You're welcome. Take care, sir. All right, Miss Bing, is Miss Bing back?
Yes, I'm back. We do have an agreement for Mr. Spencer. I don't know if anybody else wanted to have a conference.
So
mhm.
is there, I'm sorry, we'll go ahead with the agreement with Mr. Spencer. And the other thing is with Miss Becerra, who's the last remaining case on the 1 o'clock calendar, the officer is in training. I'm offering Miss Becerra the opportunity to, if she wishes to speak with you about a plea, that's fine. Otherwise, that case is going to have to be reset to a calendar in January. So I was looking for Miss Becerra. There she is. And then the other cases on the 1 p.m. calendar are all being accused or have already been paid, except for oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, accused or have already been paid. So Becerra is the only active case on the 1 p.m. calendar. With respect to the 11 o'clock calendar, let's go over it. So Bentley is closed. Boston is closed. Bryant is a plea. Burmester is reset on both cases. All right, Miss Crawford, you wish to have a trial?
Yes.
All right. Crossland is a plea. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right, Ms. Crossland, where are you?
That's a gentleman, and I don't.
Oh, he's still with Judge Garrett.
Yes. That's the
Okay.
one.
Castro, let me know when Crossland is available. All right. Fort Jor is FTA. Ham is a no pros. Jerez is a FTA. Lyles is a trial. McCullough is a plea. McKinney is an FTA. Perkins is a no pros. Sistrunk is an FTA. Spencer is a plea. And DeAndre Thomas is a FTA. Walker, no pros. Warner, no pros. White, Rodney White. So, Mr. White, the officer is present. Do you wish to have a trial or do you wish to consider a plea in this case?
I'd like to speak with Ms. Bing before
All right.
choosing to go to trial.
Okay. So before we put you in the breakout room with Ms. Bing, Mr. Spencer, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. So you're before the court for stop or yield sign violation on case 2024 TK 18217. Are you entering a plea of nolo or guilty to that offense, sir?
He does not have a nolo available, so he'd have to do guilty.
All right. By entering a plea of guilty, sir, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present evidence and testimony on your behalf. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis recommendation, please.
On August 22nd, 2024, officers observed Mr. Spencer run a stop sign. The recommendation is a $100 suspended fine. Yeah,
right.
suspended fine.
All right, so Mr. Spencer, the fine is $100. It's going to be suspended, which means that you don't have to pay anything. Just be safe, and you're free to go at this time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Rodney Benjamin White, you said that you wanted to consider a plea with Miss Bing?
Yeah, I just want to speak with her before going to the trial, if
Okay,
possible.
so let me go ahead and get the trial for Miss Crawford out of the way, and then we'll put you in a breakout room with Miss Bing. All right, so this is 2024 TK 17993 for Andrea LaShawn Crawford. Stop or yield sign violation. This is with Officer Armando Rios Reyes. And Miss Bing, are you ready to go forward? Miss Bing, you're muted.
Sorry about that. You said Reyes?
That's your officer. Crawford
Yes.
is it's Armando Rios Reyes.
Yes. I told Investigator Henderson, he came on, right? He did, and I guess he did not speak with you. Okay. Well, we are going to null pros that case.
All right, Ms. Crawford, your case will be null pros. You're free to go at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, Mr. Mr. White, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. I'm sorry, we have Mr. Lyles. Mr. Lyles wishes to have a trial. Mr. Lyles, I need to see you and hear you. This is too fast for conditions. Officer Mosby.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm also
Stay
here.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Bing, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Officer Mosby, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. So, Mr. Lyles, you've been here for a minute. So, as you've seen, the state has the burden of proving the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You do not have to give any testimony or evidence, but you do get to ask questions of any witnesses who might testify on behalf of the state. Just don't make any statements or tell me from your perspective until such time as you're ready to testify. All right, Ms. Bing, your witness.
Let me just, sorry, I'm just pulling his ticket.
Judge Hayward.
The state calls Officer Mosby to the stand.
Here.
Sorry. And I'm sorry, Judge, you just swore her in, or I have to swear her in?
Did.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. All right. Officer Mosby, can you give your name for the court?
Yes, ma'am. Officer Mosby, Clayton County Police Department.
Okay. And can you tell me if you're post certified?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. And can you tell me just a little bit about your duties as an officer?
I am a Clayton County Master Police Officer assigned to the K9 and Cage unit.
Okay. Do you do any road work?
Yes, I do.
And what does that entail?
If necessary, I will respond to motor vehicle collisions and issue citations as needed.
Okay. Were you on duty August 18th, 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And were you doing road work then?
Yes, I was responding to a collision on that date.
Okay. And was that collision in Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And can you just describe for me what your investigation yielded?
Yes, so on that date and at that time, I did respond to a motor vehicle collision on I-75 North, I believe near Mount Zion Boulevard, in reference to a single vehicle collision with a median wall.
Okay. And did you make contact with the defendant?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you see that person here on the platform?
Yes, Mr. Lyles.
Yes. Can you just describe him briefly by 2 articles of clothing?
Uh, looks like a black T-shirt and a baseball cap.
Okay. And did you speak with him?
I believe I did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me kind of what that conversation was?
So based on my response to the incident, upon my arrival at the location, I was advised by driver one of that vehicle that he was driving at a normal rate of speed and that he drove over a puddle. It was raining on that date and the roads were slippery. He advised that after driving over the puddle, he did collide with the median wall.
Okay. Now, did you issue a citation that day?
I did. The citation issued was for too fast for conditions.
Okay, and why did you decide to do that instead of a speeding, for example?
I did not, I wouldn't have known the speed that he was driving at that time. However, too fast for conditions is a citation that you issue when the driver under reasonable and prudent conditions, considering let's say in this case, that it was raining, that they should have considered the hazards in the roadway and been driving a speed which was appropriate considering the hazards on the roadway.
Okay. Okay. I know that you said it was raining, but could you just describe the intensity? Was it like fine or was it a heavy kind of rain?
All I can say, based on memory and recollection of the facts, just looking at my report, I did indicate that there was a puddle. Therefore, the rain was enough to accumulate a puddle along I-75.
Okay. No further questions. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lyles, did you have any questions of Officer Mosby?
Yes, I do. I want to ask Officer Mosby, is there proper signage on that side of Highway 75 that there will be a puddle right there? Is any slippery when wet signs or anything like that that will indicate that there will be a hazard right there?
There is not going to be a sign on the roadway every time the weather changes.
Okay.
We cannot predict what the weather is going to be and put up signage every time the weather changes.
Have you ever had any other accidents in that same location on 75?
I'm not sure, sir.
I have some evidence I would like to submit. I got some pictures and photos of the roadway.
Hold on, sir. It's not that time yet. Did you have any other questions for Ms. Mosby?
No, that's it right now.
All right. Does the state have any additional questions for Officer Mosby?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So does the state have any other witnesses or evidence to present at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So Mr. Lyles, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. So, Mr. Lyles, you are before the court being prosecuted for too fast for conditions. You do not have to give any evidence or testimony. Sir, has anybody promised you anything to get you to testify?
No.
Have they threatened you in any way to make you testify?
No.
Do you wish to freely and voluntarily give up your right to remain silent and offer testimony in this case?
Yes.
All right. So tell me what happened.
Okay, so I was traveling down 75. I was going with the flow of traffic. I wasn't speeding. I don't even know if I was doing 65 because it was raining real bad. So it's a dip in 75 right there, right before the Mount Zion Boulevard exit. And when I hit this puddle, I've never experienced it before in all my years of driving on 75 right there. but the puddle, it just came all of a sudden because it was like a flash thunderstorm. And the highway, that side of the highway don't even have proper drainage. There's no drains on that side of the highway for the water to escape. And so when I hit this puddle, the car just went sideways. It just went left. There was nothing I can do. It was uncontrollable. And I was going at a normal rate of speed because I was keeping up with traffic. And it was a little bit less than what it was, 65, because it was pouring down raining. The car hydroplaned, and I lost control of it. And it wasn't like I was speeding at no too fast for conditions, because the car just went sideways and I was going right behind the rest of traffic. I was in lane 2 and nobody was speeding. Everybody was slowed down. Some people had their hazards on.
All right. Did you have anything else?
Yeah, I got some evidence I want to submit too. I got some photos.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, I would object to these items because there's nothing on here that says this is even from that day or that.
Okay. Slow down, Mr. Lyles. Tell me, when did you take these pictures? Hold on.
This is the day of the accident.
Okay. All right. And tell me to go to the next.
Oh, so okay, y'all see how I see it. Okay, look. Okay, this was the first picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second. You see the road is still wet. It was just like a flash thunderstorm, and it was like I just made it out of it. Was just making it out of it.
All right.
I swerved from side to side of the highway trying to control the car, and eventually hit the side of the wall. Now this is the side of the highway on the left side of the screen, which is the way I was traveling. And right in this area right here, the road puddles.
Okay, was this taken on a different day?
Yes, it was. I couldn't take it on the same day I was in the accident. I had to go back and do my research.
Okay,
Why
well,
was this?
I got, sir.
Okay,
This is how we
can I state my
authenticate.
case? Can I state my case?
Sir, can I just explain why I'm asking these questions?
Yes.
So this is what people don't understand about the rules of evidence when they're doing a trial. Miss Bing has objected to your evidence, and so I'm asking questions to authenticate and to center your evidence in time and place so that we know when the pictures were taken, who took the pictures, and under what conditions the pictures were taken. Okay? I'm not trying to stop you from putting in your evidence.
All right, well, let me say this. I personally took these pictures myself. I went back to the scene of the accident and I took it in daytime, normal conditions, and in rainy conditions. So this right here is to show that there is no drain on this side of the highway. There's two on the other side. Why, I don't know. There's no hole in the barricade right there for the water to escape up under there. So it's a large puddle right there. The puddle was massive. And when I hit it, it was just, I was sliding. It just didn't make no sense. So that being said, that's why I went back and I researched it. This is the exact same spot where I was in my wreck. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this next picture and show y'all in rain conditions. You can see as the car's going by all the puddles. It's ridiculous. I mean, the city ought to do something about it because this is not the first time this has happened. You see how much water this semi truck is pushing?
I see.
There's no drain on that side of the highway. So this was the conditions I was driving in.
Just for clarification, this highway would be taken care of by the Georgia Department of Transportation. So
I'm just a taxpayer. I don't
I
know.
got you, Mr. Lyles. I'm just telling you, it's not a city or a county thing. This is a state road, so the state would have to take care of it. I'm just clarifying because you're saying the city ought to do something. It's not the city's, they can't. It belongs to the state.
Okay, and state court though?
Sir, it's different. State court is just the class of court that this is. The state of Georgia controls the highways, and so I'm just trying to clarify. Yeah, but this is state court, but it only means the class of court and the type of jurisdiction that we have. It's not the same as the state that takes care of your Department of Transportation that takes care of the roadways. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I don't need all that other information because that's not your information. I just need the pictures.
Okay, I don't know how to get back to my screen. I'm trying to get back to my screen.
Stop screen share. You're going to go to stop screen share. Should be a green, something green indicating screen share, stop screen share. Okay, better. All right.
Yeah. So why she ain't get a stated ticket then? I'm saying, because I mean, if it wouldn't have been no puddle there, I wouldn't have slid and there wouldn't have been no accident.
All right. Miss Bing, did you have any questions of Mr. Lyles? Miss Bing?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just thinking. No, I think his testimony was satisfactory.
All right. All right. Any argument made by the state?
I'll reserve.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Lyles, you've given me testimony and argument. At this time, the court is going to find that you're not guilty of the offense. And you're free to go at this time.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, the next case is all right, White, Rodney White. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Bing. Officer Mosby, I believe that is your last case. If it is, you're free to go. And officer. All right, so Mr. White, the Officer Harrison is the officer on that case, or the witness on that case. And Mr. White is going to a breakout room with Miss Bing. As soon as they come out of the breakout room, I'll be able to tell the officer whether he can be released or not. So I'm going to go back over the calendar. Ms. Janvier, thank you. I'm going to go back over the calendar and make sure that we are clear. Now, Ms. Janvier, the only case that I have on the 1 o'clock calendar that is still active is Ms. Becerra. Ms. Becerra it has appeared for trial, but her the officer that on her 2 citations is in a training. I've offered Ms. Becerra the opportunity, if she wishes to speak to the state, to see if she can work something out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to reset the case to January. Ms. Becerra, did you wish to speak with Solicitor Janvier about your case, or do you just wish to have it reset? You got to unmute for me, ma'am.
You can go ahead and reset for January.
Okay, so we're going to reset the case, and we're setting it far enough out so that you will get the notice in the mail, but be looking for it sometime around December or early January for the date that we have, okay?
Okay.
All right, and thank you. And you'll be coming on video again. And thank you for your patience. Did you have another question for me?
No, I was just going to say it's going to be my 3rd time for this.
What happened the last 2 times? What happened the last time? Because I do remember your name.
It was the same thing. He didn't appear.
Yeah. Miss Janvier, do we have any leeway on this? Because I do remember her name. She's been here at least once before, I know.
Okay. Can I take a moment to look at it, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Miss Becerra. Let's let Miss Janvier look at it. Because I have to respect certain types of of continuances requested by law enforcement. Those are legally sufficient, but you've been here a couple of times on this case, and this doesn't make any sense to keep bringing you back. So let me go over the 11 o'clock calendar. The 1 o'clock calendar is clear except for Ms. Basira's case, and Ms. Janvier is looking at that. The 11 o'clock calendar, I'm going to go through and let everybody know. So anybody who is still here on the 11 o'clock calendar, who doesn't need to be here, can be released. Okay, so Bentley is closed. Boston is closed. Bryant was a plea. Burmester is reset. Crawford was a no pros. Crossland is still with Judge Garrett, I believe. Forjor is an FTA. Ham, no pros. Juraz, FTA. Lyles is not guilty, so we just completed that. McCullough was a plea. And McKinney, FTA on 2 cases. Perkins, no pros on 2 cases. Sistrunk, FTA. Spencer, plea. Thomas, FTA. Walker, no pros. Warner, no pros. White is speaking with Miss Bing. So the only officer who should still be here is Harrison. Everybody else, we've already adjudicated your cases. Thank you. I know this is tough. We've had more trials today than we have ever had on a bench trial calendar. So I thank you all for your patience. I know, but each case deserves to be fully heard. And so I think we've done that today. And so once we get the announcement on Ms. Basira's case and also on Mr. White, we'll be good to go.
You need something, Deputy?
Yeah, Crossland is sitting in the room now. He's out from back there.
Okay. So as soon as Ms. Bing is finished, I'll take the plea on Crossland. Thank you, Deputy Castro.
Entire work.
Yes.
This is Sierra Willis relieving Amanda.
Hi, Miss Sierra.
Hi, how are you? For Bryant, that was a plea.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the condition? I mean, the fine.
Let me see. He entered a NOLO plea. Wait, did Bryant enter NOLO plea? Yeah, he did. Ooh.
Huh?
Trying to remember. Anybody else get what Bryant pled to? It's gonna be $100 fine, but I don't know if it was like $100 suspended or $100.
Your Honor, if you give me a few minutes, I'll go back through the stream.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arnold.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why I thought it was suspended. I thought I
thought
had
it was suspended too. So if Miss Arnold confirmed, you go, Miss Willis, go ahead and suspend. That's fine. Miss Arnold, that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and suspend it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. I'm signing to Miss Willis. So hopefully I'll get you back everything that you need as quickly as possible. Right, we're just waiting for Miss Bing to come out of the breakout room, and then we'll do Crossland and White.
Your Honor, is it possible to have a breakout with Ms. Becerra?
Ms. Becerra, did you wish to have a breakout conference with Ms. Janvier? She's trying to consider, I guess, the state's position on your case.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'll put you in the breakout room with Ms. Janvier. And Ms. Janvier, she has been here, I think this is her third time, so any consideration would be appreciated by the court. All right, I'm gonna put you in breakout room number 3. Ms. Becerra, breakout room number 3, and thank you.
Your Honor, I have an announcement on Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Bain.
The state is going to null plus that.
All right, so Mr. White, that case will be null pros. You're free to go at this time. Officer Harrison, thank you for appearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you.
And Mr.
Thank you.
Crossland is in the courtroom, so I'm ready on Crossland.
Okay, he's still on the 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Does Mr. Crossland want to talk to the state and see if I can dismiss it, or
You
does
already
he?
talked to him. Remember,
Oh,
he
I
was the
did.
one from Judge Garrett's.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha. That's right.
You ready?
I'm just looking for his ticket. I may have given it to Miss Janvier because she was handling that bench warrant recall.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Crossland, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on 2024 TK 18252 for speeding in a school zone 21 to 25 miles per hour over the limit. Ms. Bing, is this a reduced speed or is he entering a NOLO?
It is a guilty because he does not have a NOLO available. It is not a reduced speed.
Okay. All right. So, Mr.
Wait,
Crossland.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just double check.
They said I had a
Look at
no.
my- No, I'm sorry. It is a NOLO. That's different. That was a different person. It is a NOLO.
All right, so Mr. Crossland, by entering a plea of NOLO, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Factual basis recommendation, please.
On August 22nd, 2024, officers observed the defendant speeding in a school zone, going 48 and a 25. The state's recommending a $100 fine.
All right. Mr. Crossland, the fine will be $100 with the surcharges. That's $151.50. Did you wish to pay that today or have additional time?
I'll pay it today, Your Honor.
All right, sir. If you go downstairs to the second floor, when you come back through the double doors, go to your left. They'll take care of it at the traffic court window and give you your paperwork, okay?
Okay.
All right. Were you able to get everything settled in Judge Garrett's courtroom?
They said come back tomorrow morning and do that because she left they left.
Okay. All right. So go ahead to the traffic court window, okay? All right. Thank you, sir.
Do I come back here or just pay
No,
that?
no.
Okay.
You go ahead and pay it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Take care. All right. So the only case we're waiting for an announcement on is Basira on the 1 o'clock calendar. We have completed the 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock calendar. I know it's been a long day for everybody, but thank you so much. We were able to get a massive amount of cases done. And so I appreciate you all for that. Just let me hear from Ms. Janvier. We'll be good to go.
Yes, Your Honor. So we have a negotiated plea from Ms. Becerra. The state is going to dismiss the seatbelt violation. And is she back?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Okay. So we're going to dismiss the seatbelt, and then for the stop sign, I can't remember if she said she's going to plead guilty or nolo, but the fine is $100 suspended.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Basira, so on the case 2024 TK 20947, the seatbelt violation will be no pros, so we're going to get rid of that one. And on the 2024 TK 20946, are you entering a plea of nolo or guilty?
No.
Okay. By doing so, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. All right. The court will accept a stipulation to the facts. The fine is $100 suspended. So as long as you don't have any violations of the laws of the state of Georgia, Ms. Basira, you're free to go at this time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for working with us.
Okay. Have a good one.
All right. You too. Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Deputy Castro. I got an interview at 3:30 with someone, but you don't have to be here. We're good because I'm going to bring them back into my office, okay?
Okay.
All right, so thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Judge, are they gonna know to go to the booth, the deputy booth? I mean, the security.
I probably will be in the courtroom around that time.
Okay.
And they can call me. They have my number.
Okay, cool.
All right, thank you all. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, sorry, could I get a word with you after this proceeding, after we close out here?
Yeah, just let's close out, and then I'm in the office if you want to stop by, but I do need to grab some food before the interview.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right.